In the deep, dark world of boxing, the fix was in then, as the fix was in with Wilder and Tyson Fury. Now, we're going to have to take you deep. You got to follow me on this so I can explain this to you. This is the first episode of a new series called The Fix is In. And this one is Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali.
The hour of truth has arrived.
Indeed, it has. Boxing has had more than its fair share of controversy and scandal, possibly more than any other sport in history, as a vicious sport that's known for its highway robberies, underhanded dealings, and potentially fatal methods of cheating fighters. Boxing is a hard business. The business of boxing is not for the weak of heart. Boxing's biggest scandals mostly come from a result of somebody trying to get ahead by immoral means, whether that be in the ring, in the rankings, or through cash flow. One thing you might not know about some of the greatest artists that's lived, most of them are hypnotized. That's why you see that 50-yard stare. You see that glare. A lot of your favorite boxers, basketball players, UFC people, they are hypnotized.
You know what else Custom Model used to do with me? He used to take me to a hypnotist. He was a hypnotist as well. Yeah, they used to go into the hypnotist motions.
What kind of shit did they make you do?
You know,
and how they do it?
You relax, you go under, you totally focus on blackness, nothingness.
Right.
And you go under and just being this savage, intelligent animal, just working. You're going to do this. You're going to be a ferocious animal. You're going to fight, put both hands to the body. You'll use your jab. You're going to do this in ferocious fashion. And they seeked all that in me as I was younger.
And you were like 12, 13 years old?
Yeah.
Wow. So they're putting you under and just teaching you that mindset.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did he give you any advice on how to shut it off?
No. No.
He was probably like, I don't have any time. He was probably like,
you would not take this from me. Way. It's the time. No way. Rise. You want it? Rise up. I'ma give it to niggas. Niggas want it? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Shots go off when niggas show off. Cut a nigga's dread off. Blow a nigga's head off. Soul get shit to the letter of the law. Niggas act like they deadly and raw, like they ready for war. Till or encore, a bullets come rushing right through the front door. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Faggot ass niggas gon' bleed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Bar-headed bastards gon' bleed. Never defeated, hardcore if you need it. Hot damn it, I breathe it, I bleed it. Sit down or you will be seated. Rappers abuse, MCs get mistreated. Quick on the draw, like quick draw McGraw. Haters get sluts in the streets when we brawl. Traitors reduced to their knees when they crawl. Thought they was giants 11 feet tall. Battle decisive, David and Goliath. The crowd is starting to riot. The trumpets are blowing defiant. Shoot up the earth like that cowboy Wyatt. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Faggot ass niggas gon' bleed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Bar-headed bastards gon' bleed. God said, thou shalt be light. My Uzi weighs a ton. My brain weighs one. Yeah. 400 tons, 50 niggas double fisted, wrath of 100 guns. I get her in. My squad roll thick, you niggas paper thin. I roll up on them with the Mickey Mac 10. Oh, now you don't want any problems, you just like to pretend. I style mix styles like a blender. It's the Big Mac, you niggas chicken tender. You're restricted to your error, that's your little sector. I gobble time and space like Hannibal Lecter. I'm moving kinda fast. You can't keep up, that ass get ass. You spit that straight garbage, your style is straight trash. How dare you ever reference me? Now how you like your bloodbath? Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Faggot ass niggas gon' bleed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Bald-headed bastards gon' bleed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Faggot ass niggas gon' bleed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Uzi shall proceed. Bald-headed bastards gon' bleed.
You see, Talmadge, who is now 14-1-1, says he owes much of his success to Just in Trance. Yes, that's Just in Trance, as in just in trance. Call it what you like.
Call me Master.
But this Vegas hypnotist, rather than making him cluck like a chicken, turns him into a lean, mean, hypnotized fighting machine before each bout. Hard to believe?
Well, I'm a cross-eyed baboon.
Do you believe this really makes you a better fighter?
Yes, I'm 100% convinced that this helps me.
Just in Trance, and yes, that is his legal name, before heading off to Vegas was a licensed Philadelphia hypnotherapist. You know, helping people lose weight and quit smoking, stuff like that.
There's more to this business than meets the eye.
He hooked up with Talmadge through a mutual friend, claiming to be able to help the boxer reach his subconscious being through hypnosis and basically reinforce him, boost his ego, take away all fears, and thus giving him complete confidence before stepping into the ring.
What I do with Talmadge, number one for him is I get him to relax.
Relax. Relax.
I get him to believe that he deserves to be there.
It tells you what you already know.
Well, I know I gotta see this. So before a recent Vegas bout,
close your eyelids down, just letting go.
Going Deep was invited exclusively to sit in on his hypnotherapy session. Let's watch.
Obey the gleam of this brooch. Obey it.
Sleep now. Feel your body sinking, melting, twice as relaxed as you were before.
Once in the alpha state of consciousness, which is somewhere between fully awake and fully asleep, he programs Talmadge using positive reinforcement to sharpen his physical and mental strengths.
Tonight you're gonna fight.
In case that's not enough to convince you, we can look no further than the mob ties. The mafia has had its hand in boxing since the very beginning, in most sports, as a matter of fact, until up around the late 80s, early 80s. Boxing has always been a shady business with scandals, conspiracies, and its own catchphrases like, "Don't leave it in the hands of the judges." Never mind the fact when Ali was Clash's Clay, they allegedly wanted him to throw a fight against Jesse, the guy Jesse he was fighting before he even got to the title. Which brings up another catchphrase. The famous Godfather phrase, "I offer you can't refuse." These ain't the people you want to say no to. Muhammad Ali was the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world in 1967. He was highly acclaimed, earning money and fame in his profession of pugilism until he was called to join the Vietnam draft. Now, they never really liked Cassius Clay before he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. He was considered brass and he was considered cocky, and brothers didn't talk like that back then. The New York State Athletic Commission, the most influential boxing commission at the time, decided to revoke Ali's boxing license before he was even convicted. The other spotless commissions followed suit. During the 3 years he wasn't allowed to box, Ali had to go on speaking engagement at various colleges to make enough money to put food on the table just to pay his bills. By the time Ali was reinstated in 1970, 3 of his best years of a professional were gone. Ali was closer to 30 than 25, leaving the world to only wonder what those 3 years could have produced. To make a comparison, Sugar Ray Leonard faced and defeated the likes of Robert Duran, Tommy Hearns between the age of 25 and 28. So his best years was behind him. So you got to understand that these people did not like Muhammad Ali at all. While Ali fought a legal battle to retain his freedom, Smoking Joe Frazier emerged as the consensus heavyweight champion of the world. Like Ali, he had been a gold medalist, and while he lacked the graceful moves and mechanism of his predecessor, his hammer of a left hook about his worthiness to hold the title. In 1970, the window back to boxing finally cracked open for Ali when he was granted a license to fight in Georgia following his wins over top contenders Jerry Quarry and Oscar Bonavia. The public received the fight they wanted with the announcement that Ali and Frazier, both undefeated, would square off for the heavyweight crown. Meanwhile, the country clashing cultures forces closed ranks around the chosen side. Ali was the draft dodger, the figurehead of the anti-war movement and disruption of traditional values. And Frazier, who actually grew up poor, a sharecropper family, ironically became a symbol of the establishment, the white man's champion, as Ali said. But not only Ali said he was the white man champion. Joe Frazier was like going to the White House, meeting with I believe it was Nixon, whoever the president was at that time, doing a lot of things that brothers just wasn't vibing with. But both of these brothers was really loved in the community. Now, though people liked Ali, it's not like people wasn't feeling Smoking Joe Frazier. In fact, most people thought that Smoking Joe Frazier was going to beat Ali. Most people wanted Smoking Joe Frazier to beat Ali. But I want you guys to notice the direction they're pushing the fight. Now, I watched this fight recently. That's why I came up with this whole idea to do this video, to just expose how they're directing people and the viewers to think. Where, let's just go through this. Round one. This is the fight of the century. People have been wanting this fight forever. Ali's backing up and talking to him. Hits by Ali. Now, this whole fight. Now, we know Joe Frazier, known for a slow start, especially the first round. But if you watch this fight with no sound, it's crazy. Because Muhammad Ali is just literally just whipping this dude's butt. And every time Frazier hits him once, the crowd just erupts. Bam, 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 bam. And the crowd goes crazy. That's why Ali shake his head. No, ain't nothing happen, bruh. Ain't nothing happen. He got Ali in the stomach. But as you see, it's like 30 blows to 1. And you got the announcers. Oh, now that was a hard shot. We can't say that wasn't a hard shot. That was blocked. So, for our count, how many punches it is to Ali is just, to me, it's just not even close. Bam, just thunderous shot, another shot. Can anybody consciously say in this first round that Joe Frazier, up until this point, has hit Ali 6 times?
Muhammad Ali, strangely enough, is not trying to make use of the ring. He's standing there with Frazier. That's not considered healthy. Muhammad Ali, flat on his feet, not up on his toes, like the Muhammad Ali of old.
It's bad.
Fights one way, he pours in and he punishes. 15 seconds to go in the round. It's been a fairly close round.
Fairly close? What the hell?
Frazier getting closer to the ex-champion. The round is almost over.
That's first round, y'all. And I didn't see Smoking Joe smoking nothing. In fact, before the fight, he must have been smoking something. Because I'm not really seeing Joe Frazier really doing nothing. Now, in his defense, he's known as a second half type of guy. He doesn't start smoking until around third, fourth round. Second round supposedly is when he starts getting in his groove, actually. So that was nothing. But just the narrative these announcers are pushing you to think, oh, I heard him say, even though Ali's hitting him more, he's the aggressor. He's running into jabs. It's something a little bit more sinister. I also believe, we'll get to that a little later. We'll get to that later. Let's get to round 2, see if Joe starts smoking this round.
The Muhammad Ali that we remember of 3.5 years ago was a dancer. He's not dancing tonight.
Nothing. I don't see it. Jab, jab. I see him dodge a couple of those. Okay, he got one in right there.
Frazier may have been hurt a little bit by that punch.
But you having to tell us you can keep the punch count yourself. You can't let them people tell you what the punch count is.
A good exchange. A whipping right hand that did Muhammad Ali no good. And Muhammad Ali may have been shaken.
You see that? And no matter what, he just keeps coming in. He just keeps, no matter what, same energy, no slowing down of movement, no nothing. No, just, yeah. And another thing, another reason why Ali is the greatest, to me, one of the greatest at least, he's my favorite. But we know he wasn't hypnotized. You can't be running your mouth like that hypnotized.
Round 2 is half over.
And that's just, it's just ugly. Joe Frazier might have been a person who didn't normally hypnotize himself, but he was just that mad, just that angry at Muhammad Ali for the belittling of him. Calling him a coon after he done gave Ali money when Ali was down and out. So I think he said, put me under. Because ain't no way that this dude will just keep going on. You'll see what I'm saying. Because as of now, he hasn't done anything.
Less than a minute to go in this round. Frazier every
Ali's steady talking to him, running his mouth.
It has been a dandy. Ooh, that must have hurt.
Word, son.
Frazier has been hit with solid right hands.
Ali went to the hospital for one night. Joe Frazier was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Or a week. 1 week or 2 weeks. I'll put the info up on the screen. Again, Ali is not beating him. He's beating him up. Now, I believe if you hypnotize, you're being driven by something else. Dealing with that stuff, you get some. That's how you get them spirits in you. Dealing with all that hypnotism and all that madness.
There is no question that if Ali wins, he'll be beating Frazier at his own game, don't you think? That's right. Here is the instant replay again. Look at that right. Look at that.
Just jerking them. Just jerking them. Jerking them. Jerking them.
Frazier is a strong man. He missed with a left hook that time.
Just peppering them with punches.
Frazier just spit some blood. He is bleeding inside the mouth.
Oh, he hit him in the groin. Yeah, he stuck him too.
Round 3.
Had to slow that man down. Now you see Joe Frazier picking it up.
2 undefeated fighters. This fight
Steady pace. A steady, frantic pace that Joe Frazier's on. We're not slowing down for nobody. Ali's trying to wear him down with his tricks too, holding down on the back of the neck, trying to wear him out. Joe Frazier was driven by hate. He legit hated Muhammad Ali.
It's amazing that Frazier can stand up under that battering.
Ooh, good one.
And he is scoring himself.
And here we go again. And talking to him some more.
He has been keeping Frazier away with his longer reach. It's a question. How many of those punches Frazier can take?
Apparently 591.
These are big rounds for the ex-champion. Now Frazier is scoring. He said he would go to the body, and he is. Frazier making good use of that head on the inside. Half a minute to go in the round.
Ali is hitting him with clean shots. A lot of these shots that Frazier's hitting Ali with are slipped. Ali's rolling with the punches on the ones that he's being hit.
Frazier must be hoping that Ali will punch himself out.
And I wouldn't even say Joe Frazier was getting him like that. He just more bullying him, pushing him around, but he's sticking him. But if you was to give anybody this round, I mean, I would say it would either be a draw or it'd be leaning towards Joe Frazier. I think Ali took a little rest because he was peppering him with them jabs, man. Got him sneezing out there, peppering him.
Massive fighting. I mean, Ali really hit Joe with everything in the book in that particular round, but Frazier is relentless. He's a little man, but he's a Sherman tank, and he keeps moving in. And he's certainly making, they're looking at, we see it on slow motion now. There's that beautiful left hook which
stuck him. He stuck him. Yeah, he won. That's the way it'll be. Ali will be the dude all through the round. He'll hit a punch like that, and people will be like, but did you see that one punch? And in boxing, that was plausible back then because it was more fixes back then, and that's just the truth. If I hit you 32 times and you hit me once, I don't care how hard that is. But that was a hard punch. That's one of them lift your soul off your body, out your body punches right there. Here we go, round 4. So it'll be 2-1 or 2 and even. Right back where Ali left off, peppering them with jabs, hooks, and uppercuts. See them setting up. They're setting up right there. He could get discouraged. They're setting up right there. Just pay attention to their language. It's pretty much target practice at this point. And he started to pick them apart again. And talking to him.
But Joe Frazier, like the Terminator, keeps coming.
And Frazier's just relentless. Nothing. I'm coming. I don't care how many times you crack me in my face. I'm coming.
At this He is way ahead, no question.
Now keep that in mind. They said way ahead, no question.
Just above us. That whipping right uppercut. One of Ali's best punches. Neither one has ever fought a fighter of the caliber of the opponent tonight. No question of that. A minute to go in round 4. Ali cornered on the ropes. Joe could be running out of steam too.
Whap, whap, whap. Stick, see? That was 3 jabs for a hell of a hook. Then he hit him with that, hit him with that right hook up in his body. Never mind the fact he's headbutting him, but he didn't follow that up with no combinations or nothing. He still just bullied in, hypnosis, state of mind, one track mind. Just relentless. Ali is winning this fight.
Let's all go to Beer and Cheese Fest. Let's all go to Beer and Cheese Fest. Let's all go to Beer and Cheese Fest and have ourselves a treat.
Delicious beers that please.
And chunks of scrumptious cheese. The sparkling brews and the cheddar. It doesn't get any better. So let's all go to Beer and Cheese Fest and have ourselves a treat.
Now, as you see, Muhammad Ali is just hammering this guy, just breaking. They're saying we're surprised he's standing. No, let's just see. Let's just keep our eyes open. Fifth round, Ali been hammering him, peppering him, and now he's doing a little dancing,
All right, Bert and Archie, round 5.
I really think this man is focused, Stuart Ali, but look the synergy, the energy behind Joe Frazier as he relentlessly follows this man around, eating punch after punch, firely, blindly, like a robot, a machine, and that's what that hypnosis do to you.
But Frazier has caught him again. Frazier says, come on in and fight.
Yeah, Jim. We're very impressed with the 5-to-1 fist-to-cuss ratio.
You know, Frazier also has a good jab.
That's right, Jim. Right across his face.
Muhammad Ali slipped there over in Frazier's corner. It's very wet, apparently. Always is in a fighter's corner. Muhammad Ali gets his right hand behind the neck and pulls Frazier in on him once in a while. Good 1-2 and a jab. Now Frazier is mimicking Ali. He's just smiling at him. If anybody is psyched here, it is not Joe Frazier. Look at that hook.
When you're in a hypnotic state, you can do wonderful things, y'all. But this is the thing. When you check out, who checks in?
Frazier is just laughing at him, talking to him. know, that's the way Muhammad Ali used to taunt his opponents.
Ali has literally been taunting this man this whole fight. Stop it. It's ridiculous.
Half a minute to go in the round.
Frazier is literally doing nothing at this point.
Bert Lancaster said that Joe Frazier was like a tank. That's just what he is. He just can't keep sticking that chin out, though.
See, when you hypnotize, the body gets beat up. You know, you ain't even in there. You checked out. Especially the deep hypnosis that these guys was running through.
I don't know how, though. I don't know how he can stand this. There we are watching it now. Look at him. See him taunt him in that one. He's dropping his hands and just letting him throw punches. I don't think, however, that Frazier can continue to take those kind of punches. But he surely is some kind of a very strong, strong man.
I think he's trying to psych him out, don't you?
Well, it sure looks that way. I mean, this is a Joe Frazier who's apparently kept a lot of anger against Muhammad Ali in his heart. And now he's really going to make him pay for it.
Make him pay for it? I shall break him. He shall break his fist upon my face, and I shall have victory.
Muhammad Ali said he would win in round 6, the round.
And Frazier figures he's halfway done with his master plan to break Ali's fist with his face.
Now it's Muhammad Ali making the clinch.
The original Puff Daddy. Take that, take that, take that, take that.
Wicked left hook. And another.
Oh, way! You can't be hitting Ali like that.
Frazier is trying to end it with one punch.
Ali said, "You want a clown? I'll pity patter you." Pop, pop, pop. And then Joe Frazier said he ain't like that shit.
Muhammad Ali had the fun, but Frazier landed the punch. Now it's Frazier doing the pot shotting as Muhammad Ali tries to hold on. 2 minutes left in the round.
Now, to me, this is the first time in the fight where Joe Frazier really starts digging in with them body punches and really starts hitting Ali. But he's still getting beat up badly.
It is going to be interesting in the scoring. Frazier is the aggressor, and that will count for him.
This is the talk I'm talking about. That will count for him. This dude was getting his butt beat up into the last 45 seconds. Ali's coming in strong to the end. He'll take a rest for a little bit. A lot of these punches are blocked by Joe Frazier, much like Rumble in the Jungle, except Foreman's assault looked better.
I get the feeling that they're both tiring a little bit. Ali almost a sitting duck here.
I believe this is when Ali first started getting a little bit of the glimpse into his rope-a-dope. Pop, 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 pop.
Frazier has to rest a moment.
Now, I believe this took a lot out of Frazier. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and if I'm not mistaken, his very next fight, he was destroyed by getting knocked down 6-7 times by George Foreman.
That's the end of the round. There's question about it. Joe Frazier is absolutely relentless. He's coming there. We're going to show you 20 seconds into the round, the slow motion. Watch Joe Frazier, just relentless, pouring it on in there.
Maybe Frazier's punching himself out too? No. He isn't?
For a while, Ali tried to move around, but he's not going to be able to move around like of old. Look at that again. He's just in there. Joe is just murder. Just murder. He is one of the toughest men you will ever see.
Murder? He scored 3 punches that round.
This is 2:25 now into the round. This is near the end, and Ali is shaking his head.
This is when a man tries desperately to rally.
Yeah, because Ali's racking up the points.
Ali's trying to hold him off with cute little tricks, but it doesn't work. There's the buzzer for round 7.
Muhammad Ali being talked to by Bundini. Round 7. And Ali is caught on the ropes again, but this time he ties up his man. Ali shook his head as though to say it didn't hurt, but it must have. Frazier smiling again. I asked Archie Moore between rounds if maybe Frazier was punching himself out. Archie said he didn't think so.
Joe Frazier start to smoke.
It has got to be maybe the most torrid heavyweight championship fight of all time. Again, Arthur McCanty tells Ali not to get that hand behind the neck. Wicked body punches by Frazier in Ali's corner.
Pay attention to Frazier's head, how he's always digging his head in there, trying to headbutt this man and just headbutt his chest, everything.
Round 7, half over.
Ali's beat this man up. Even the rounds Joe Frazier's doing good, Ali is just beating him. Joe Frazier's coming in close, trying to crowd Ali, because Ali got some long arms and he doesn't want him to use that to his advantage, obviously.
One minute to go in this round. Ali scoring with those solid jabs. And Frazier may have slowed down a little bit, but he dug one into the body. And Arthur McCanty tells Frazier
What kind of
to keep his
sport is
punches
this
up.
at this time where a man is getting beat at every turn? And just because he's pushed forward, the narrative changes.
Now it's Ali dropping the hands. Frazier smartly goes for the body there. Well for Ali that missed. That didn't. Ali shakes his head. The round is almost over.
Round 7 is over. A terrific round. Ali seems a little disgusted with himself, but he's mighty tired. I'd say he's having a tough time handling Frazier. Wouldn't you, Archie?
I think he's running out of his steam.
Here we come, 2:30 in the round to show you that slow motion again. Now watch Frazier.
Watch Frazier? Your Honor, he's leading the
This
witness.
is with a right, as you can see. And a left. Frazier is in there.
And he missed worse than Paul George in the bubble. Listen to these guys. Watch Frazier. Watch. Frazier's getting beat down.
The crowd is chanting Ali, and Joe says, come on out and fight. The bell hasn't sounded. There it is, round 8.
Round 8.
Now that's that rope-a-dope. You see him, he's got that rope-a-dope style now.
Both men in splendid condition, no question. Great athletes.
I know this man is hypnotized.
Joe Frazier just literally took charge there. Now Muhammad Ali is piling up points with those jabs. Don't forget that. Joe looks like he's in a training session.
Ali is on the ropes resting.
Frazier's just pouring everything in there now. They're short punches, but punishing punches. Ali is making very little return here, and the crowd is getting on him.
I believe this man is injured. I believe this man is tired. And that's why you don't get hypnotized, because it's a dangerous thing, because he has no choice but to move forward and eat those punches.
Ali is still talking, but he is also catching. Waving Frazier on.
Another indicator, that throw right there. That Frazier's just not getting through. He's getting frustrated, irritated.
I don't know anyone who gets the sheer joy of combat the way Joe Frazier does. Some are landing on elbows, but some are getting in. Here it comes, look out. There it is. Half a minute to go. Round 8 of a 15-rounder, no knockdowns. Those pity-pat punches aren't going to do much for anybody.
The man is tired, trying to get his breath. Those aren't pity-pat punches. Those are back-up-off-me punches. Find my range punches.
Archie, what do you think of this?
I think that Ali is tired out, and he has tried to psych Joe out by pretending Joe wasn't hurting him.
I think so, too. I think he's taking quite a whipping at this particular moment.
I think he'll fight desperately in the coming round.
How did this turn around? How did it go from Frazier can't stand Ali's just crushed him to Ali's taking a terrible whipping? A whipping!
How this fight can go the distance. But like you say, these boys are in marvelous physical condition.
Fellas, the crowd has changed. Now they're yelling. Before they were yelling Ali, Ali. Now they're yelling Joe, Joe.
I know it. I don't see it going the distance, do you, the way it's going now?
Well, I don't know. They've gone through 8 rounds, Bert.
That's true, but I mean, it's something, boy.
They could both punch out. You know, that's possible, Bert. Joe Frazier's corner, Yancey Durham setting him up for the next round. Muhammad Ali. Frazier is the fresher of the two, no question. Round 9 of a 15-rounder. You must remember this in the scoring. Muhammad Ali has been making most of the clinches. And
this guy with that's going to work against Ali. Look, man, Frazier is bulldogging his way in, putting his head into this man's chest, grappling all with him. What Frazier's doing can't even be considered boxing like that. I'm not saying the man's not boxing, but all that arm wrestling and hitting in the groin and hitting the legs and the back of the head. Why that ain't gonna work against Frazier? There's a motive here.
Joe bobbing and weaving, trying to get that whipping left at the head. 2 minutes to go in this round. Frazier coasting a moment. Got him on the ropes above us.
You just can't understand how much these people hated Ali.
Now Frazier is starting to relax and rest on the inside. All right, Brooks, step back. Frazier trying to get that left hook to the head.
Correct, Jim. He took 3 left hooks to his head.
Frazier trying to get that guard down. Ali covering up on the ropes. That was a wicked punch. So was that.
That's a game changer punch right there Frazier just hit him with. Ali is hurt.
I think Muhammad Ali is in real trouble now. Judging by his looks. He's throwing out wild right hands. Muhammad Ali comes back. He's got a great reserve.
Joe Frazier steadily coming forward, getting dotted, dooted, dinked, danked, and jocked. These guys are on some rock'em sock'em stuff right here.
The round is almost over. Muhammad Ali saved the round.
Hurt, Joe. Plenty of hurt. Plenty of hurt. That's the best round. That's the best round for Ali, wouldn't you say? That's by far Ali's best round after taking a wicked left hook on the rope there.
Oh, this is going to be a desperation round. Use a desperation round.
There we are. Here we are with the slow motion. Look at Ali go. Look at him go. Look at him.
He even backed Joe Frazier up for a second.
Joe seems to be a little tired now.
You hear this man coming.
Being refreshed. Ali's becoming refreshed.
The Terminator.
I think Muhammad Ali summoned great reserve and just when he seemed to be going out, maybe.
Right. What a fight. What a pace. I've never seen it.
To me, Ali is 8-2 or 7-2 going into the 10th.
You heard that? Only Henry Armstrong could keep this by the pace. But 2 big heavy boys like this is quite remarkable.
Round 10 is scheduled for 15. Now let's see how that punishment affected Joe Frazier. He's probably been told to stay in close now to nullify that long-range hitting of Muhammad Ali.
This is what he's been doing since Bell won. Man, these announcers are garbage.
We'll see who got the most benefit out of a minute's rest. I don't think you'll see Frazier stay out in the center again and just trade. He'll try to keep him on the ropes.
My God, Joe Frazier is just digging into that body. That just looked like it's painful.
He comes in with those punches. Frazier is putting everything into his punches. And now Ali looks tired again, but that could be deceitful. Looks like he wound up with that uppercut.
Look at all that wrestling.
Frazier trying to get Muhammad Ali to the ropes again. He takes punishment as he gets him there.
Joe Frazier trying to destroy the body.
What's going on here? Frazier.
What the hell just happened here?
He was calling his trainer in there. Frazier may have something in his eye. Muhammad Ali's coming at him now. But Frazier's trying to nullify it.
I have not found one round this whole fight except for the 15th that I can decisively say, man, Joe beat the brakes off that dude. Without Ali having some rebuttal, Ali is fighting every round and winning most of them.
Walk out of the ring. Frazier taking that battering again.
My God, man, these guys going, man, they trying to kill each other.
Half a minute to go in the round.
You see how the body is weak, but the mind has not gave in one edge, and that's what hypnotism would do, man. Look, you get beat up literally with lumps is on your face.
Another great round, and another good round, incidentally, for Ali. I mean, Ali seems to be coming back in a kind of a way. He came into some beautiful combinations then. There was a peculiar thing happened there when Joe looked to his corner as though something was wrong, and the referee waved them on. Here we are, 125 into the round that you just saw, and now we're looking at it in slow motion. We're trying to find out what it was that was wrong with Frazier before when he made that gesture toward his corner. This is 2:20 in the round now. 2:20 and 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the round. Now here's the buzzer for round 11.
Let's go, Joe! Round 11.
Now to think that these two men fought like this for 15 rounds.
No knockdown. No.
That looks suspect to me. That could have been a knockdown. Nah, you ain't cool for getting knocked out coming out like that.
Muhammad Ali slipped down that
You
time.
gonna hold, coming out jabbing. Now, just the way these guys are just going after each other, man, like, a lot of pride involved.
I'd say they're both pretty tired.
I believe Joe Frazier's body is breaking down, but that MK Ultra got him coming.
There are 2 minutes left in round 11. Muhammad Ali holds on, but Joe's not rushing in there either. He's holding too.
The mindset of somebody that could barely move, but just head forward, coming in anyway. And man, I don't care what nobody says.
Joe trying to get that shot in there. Muhammad talks to him again. Not much happening, I'll say. And Frazier has gotten wild. He's lost the good timing he had earlier, lost the rhythm.
Ali is winning this fight, but that strategy is not working well. He just got rocked. That strategy is going to lead to a knockout if he ain't careful.
30 seconds to go in the round. 30 seconds. Muhammad Ali in real trouble.
I stand corrected. There's 2 rounds that I could decisively say, oh man, he beat the brakes off of Ali.
Muhammad Ali rocks into the ropes. He almost went down. Seconds.
The round is over. The round is over. What a round. Muhammad Ali was really out that time. Frazier really clobbered him with everything in the book.
Now, Bertie might try to fool him in this round. Next turn coming up.
I know, but I mean, he took a terrific beating. There was no question about it.
He may try to fool him and catch him.
Here we are going to show it to you on slow motion again. Now look at this.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it.
Well, I don't know. They've gone through 8 rounds, Bert.
That's true, but I mean, it's something, boy.
They could both punch out. You know, that's possible, Bert. Joe Frazier's corner, Yancey Durham setting him up for the next round. Muhammad Ali, Frazier is the fresher of the two, no question. Round 9 of a 15-rounder.
Funny thing is, they've been through 8 rounds, and it does not seem like it. It seems like they did about 12. Rest in peace to both brothers who fought their heart out every time they got in the ring.
You must remember this in the scoring. Muhammad Ali has
They want Ali to get beat. That will count against him. This will count against him. That will count against him. Stop.
Broken off the exchanges more often than not. He has also scored some devastating punches against Joe's head.
These are solid punches from Ali.
Remember, against Oscar Bonavena,
shot after shot.
Ali had enough left in the 15th round to score a knockout. Joe bobbing and weaving, trying to get that whipping left at the head. 2 minutes to go in this round. Frazier.
Now, just for a recap, almost every round, Ali's been beat the brakes off of this dude. But Frazier's starting to talk mess, and I think that is kind of throwing Ali off a little.
To relax and rest on the inside. All right, Brooks, step back. Frazier trying to get that left hook to the head and takes punches in return.
Come on, man.
Frazier trying to get that guard down.
You gotta understand, these people came to see Ali get beat, and then talk about how Frazier can't break down that dude's guard.
I think Muhammad Ali is in real trouble now, judging by his looks. He's throwing out wild right hands.
Wild right hands?
And Muhammad Ali comes back. He's got a great reserve.
These announcers don't know what they talking about.
Was hurt there. The round is almost over. Muhammad Ali saved the round.
I can hit after the bell too.
That's the best round for Ali, wouldn't you say? That's by far Ali's best round after taking a wicked left hook on the rope there.
Oh, this is going to be a desperation round. Use a desperation round.
There we are. Here we are with the slow motion. Look at Ali go. Look at him go. Look at him. As Archie said, it's a desperation round.
Joe seems to be a little tired now. And
Yes,
Ali
I thought Joe looked a little tired.
Being refreshed. Ali's becoming refreshed.
Didn't you think so, Don?
I think Muhammad Ali summoned great reserve and just when he seemed to be going out, maybe.
Right. What a fight. What a pace. I've never seen a pace like this. Archie, have you ever seen a faster, tougher fight than this?
No, never. This is a beautiful thing. The only man could do this thing was Henry Armstrong.
You heard that? Only Henry Armstrong could keep this fight at pace. But two big, heavy boys like this is quite remarkable.
Especially for Joe Frazier, who's constantly coming forward. Not so much with combinations, but with head to the chest, pushing, bullying, shoving.
To nullify that long-range hitting of Muhammad Ali.
Even according to these announcers that are pushing Ali to get beat, Ali is beating this guy at least 78% of these rounds, 75%.
I don't think you'll see Frazier stay out.
I would go 68 at least at this point, but I would say he won at least 75% of these rounds.
Frazier grunting as he comes in with those punches.
These are relentless punches to the body, which he still looked like he did in the first round right now, even though he did slow in some of the latter rounds.
Frazier trying to get Muhammad Ali to the ropes again. He takes punishment as he gets him there. What's going on here? Frazier may have something wrong with his eyes. He was calling his trainer in there.
Your Honor, he's leading the witness. Meanwhile, back at target practice. I'm sorry, man. Ali is beating this man up. It's hard to watch.
But Frazier's trying to nullify it. For a moment, I thought Joe was going to walk out of the ring.
Okay, you guys got to realize, they're doing something that's banned today. They're having a 15-round fight.
Frazier taking that battering again. Half a minute to go in the round. Round almost over, as you see.
Your Honor!
Another great round, and another good round, incidentally, for Ali. I mean, Ali seems to be coming back in a kind of a way. He came in with some beautiful combinations then. There was a peculiar thing happened there when Joe looked to his corner as though something was wrong, and the referee waved them on. Here we are, 125 into the round that you just saw, and now we're looking at it in slow motion.
Trying desperately to rally.
That was wrong with Frazier before when he made that gesture toward his corner. This is 2:20 in the round now. 2:20 and 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the round. Now here's the buzzer for round 11.
Let's go, Joe! Round 11.
That looked like a knockdown to me.
No knockdown.
But the way he come back with these jabs make me think it wasn't.
down that time.
Step back. Quick.
I'd say they're both pretty tired.
Now, at this point, ain't really nothing going on. And this round is a draw at this point of the round. Whole lot of wrestling, whole lot of hugging, whole lot of holding. Two tired men.
Muhammad Ali holds on, but Joe's not rushing in there either. He's holding too.
Joe Frazier's rushing in and literally resting on with his head in Ali's chest because of that. It's hard for you to hit somebody when your head's right there. But this wouldn't be allowed today. Head to the face, head to the chest. I don't think they'd allow that.
Joe trying to get that shot in there. Muhammad talks to him again. Not much happening, I'll say.
The relentless, hypnotic
And Frazier has
attack is hard to deal with.
He's lost the good timing he had earlier. Lost the
And
rhythm.
Ali is hurt.
That one hurt. So did that. And Muhammad Ali staggers. Muhammad Ali was rocked. He's holding on desperately. "30 seconds to go in the round. 30 seconds. Muhammad Ali in real trouble.
This definitely is a decisive round for Joe Frazier. You know, back then they didn't have a knockdown just 2 points or anything like that, or one that could be looked at as a devastating round as 2 points. They didn't have that back then.
10 seconds.
The round is over. The round is over. What a round. Muhammad Ali was really out that time. Frazier really clobbered him with everything in the book.
Now, Bertie might try to fool him in this round. Next turn coming up.
I know, but I mean, he took a terrific beating. There was no question about it.
He may try to fool him and catch him.
Here we are going to show it to you on slow motion again. Now look at this.
Dr. Kleiman went over to Muhammad Ali's corner, but I guess he's all right. Angelo Dundee berated him. Berated his man between rounds. Round 12. Round 12. Frazier out there quickly.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. And Joe Frazier is heating up.
Well, who thought it would go this far? Muhammad Ali gamely trying to fight back, but he is spent. And Joe Frazier is pretty spent too. A wicked punch. Joe smartly goes for the body. Frazier resting in there too. He's had a tough night. 2 minutes to go in the round. Frazier is very tired himself.
Yeah, steady moving in. Just relentless. No sense of stopping, no sense of nothing but destroy, destroy, destroy.
Frazier is getting in some wicked body licks.
And yes, it's true. At this point, Frazier is beating up Ali. Does that erase the first 10 rounds, the first 11 rounds, the first 12?
Why not after that pace? Muhammad Ali is missing a lot of those punches. Frazier laughs at him again. One minute to go in the round.
Again, the energy that Frazier has is just ridiculous. Now he gets the clown. But here comes Ali again. These are not the easiest rounds to. I won't even say that it's not the easiest rounds to the late rounds aren't so easy. A lot of these look like ties to me. Or Ali just beating this dude. So for the recap, the last couple of rounds, the last 2 rounds, Joe Frazier has won. The first half of this round he won, and Ali has won the second half. It's like Ali is getting his third win here.
From someone who was virtually out on his feet in the round before, I would say that Ali made a great comeback, but he's a tired boy. He's a tired boy. They're really working furiously in his corner, pouring ice in him. Now we're seeing an instant replay. We're seeing an instant replay. 30 seconds into the fight, into this particular round. Ali is certainly disproving any doubt that he's not a game fighter.
Yeah, Frazier's been done awful magnificent body work in here.
And now we hit it, and we see the same action in slow motion. We're coming up for round 13 now. There's the bell.
Round 13 of a 15-rounder.
The fighters of today are too heavy to be trying to go 15 rounds. But at the same time, they thought the exact same thing about these two.
Ali is putting all his power in those punches, and they've got to be hurting Joe. The biggest crown in the world at stake, the heavyweight championship. And Ali seems to be coming back.
It's a bright light in a dark history of corruption, of scandal, of darkness, where Customato, as Mike Tyson said in the beginning of this documentary, Customato studied the art of hypnosis. He was a witch doctor.
2 minutes to go in the round. Frazier let him get away after that big 11th round. And that left hook hurt by Frazier. Ooh, oh, do you hear that punch? Ali making the clinches again.
Come on, Op. Who's holding who? Who's running and putting their head on the other one's chest? This dude's not trying to box. He's trying to maul. And successful at this moment.
They're both great game fighters. There's a spot of blood on the shoulder of Ali. I guess it's from Frazier, but I don't see where. Well, they're fighting like lightweights now. The tide turns the other way now. If Frazier stays on top of Ali, Ali has no punching room. It's almost over this round. There's the bell.
Round is over. Round 13 is over. And what a round. I mean, that Joe Frazier's got to be some kind of a man. Ali hit him with every combination he could think of. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 or 6 times.
Huh? So in other words, he getting his ass whooped.
He has more stamina and power than anybody I think I've ever seen. Don't you, Archie?
I think so. I think so. He's sitting there hunched over his stool, ready to go out again.
There they are on the ropes just above us now. You're watching them in slow motion. Look at that left to Ali's jaw.
Coming up. 14. Yes.
Round 14 of a 15-rounder.
Now keep in mind, this guy has said Ali is hitting them with multiple combinations. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times that last round.
Joe Frazier's barreling in there now to keep Muhammad Ali from getting set. Wicked punches by the ex-champion. But there's Muhammad Ali caught on the ropes again. No damage that time.
Now, mind you, this is round 13, and this dude is still full-fledged ahead, eating punches.
2 minutes to go in this round. Step back, says the referee, Arthur McCanty.
Stop holding, boys.
Stop holding, says the referee. Muhammad Ali's doing the holding.
I object, Your Honor. He's leading the darn witness. Thunderous rounds to pity patter BB shots to him, embarrassing the man. It's not going good for Frazier right now.
Bing. Bing.
Remember in the scoring, Muhammad Ali has made most of the clinches.
Your Honor.
But he's dealing out plenty of punishment to Frazier as well. Frazier is very puffed around the eyes.
Yet he's still coming.
Swelling around both eyes from those tremendous jabs and hooks. Frazier's right eye looks as though it might be closing.
Again, Frazier is getting pounded, but he's still fighting, and he's still dangerous and hurting Ali.
This round nearly over. Round 14. No knockdowns, but Muhammad Ali was staggered in the 11th and almost went down.
Now, it's round 14, and by my count, it's 10 rounds to 4. And 2 of those 4 that Frazier got could have went a draw. So he needs a knockout to win.
Enormous size. Now let's turn back to the instant play for 1:35 in. Ali came through very well in this round, scoring repeatedly and seeming to get stronger. For a man who was virtually out in round 11, he's come back amazingly. These boys are in magnificent physical shape. Don't you think so, Archie?
Joe, I think so. I think that Muhammad Ali has proven a lot to a lot of people that he could come back.
That's right, that he could come back because he's fighting a really relentless fighter.
Joe has a serious, well, rubbing his leg.
Now we're going to look at it slow motion.
15th and final round. By the mercy of the Lord, this fight is coming to an end.
15 and final round. Referee Arthur McCanny has them touch gloves, something they've been doing all night. Now, Muhammad Ali's going to go boxing again.
Coming out strong for the 15th and final round.
Step back, says the referee. Time
3, 2, 1.
What the hell happened? He was whooping his butt. Okay, he's up. It's okay. He's up. He's still winning this fight. Okay, it's a minor setback. Minor setback.
The only knockdown of the fight. Muhammad Ali was flat on his back, but he's a well-conditioned athlete. However, he is real tired.
This is Frazier's shot. He has to end this man to win it.
Frazier smartly goes for the body when Muhammad Ali covers up. 2 minutes to go in the fight. 2 minutes.
Hold on, Ali.
The crowd, needless to say, is in a bedlam. Oh,
Ali!
If Joe had followed that up, he would have finished it.
As I watch these punches closely, both men are tired, but Joe Frazier doesn't have nothing on these punches.
Frazier is just pot-shotting him now. One minute left. Look for a last-minute flurry by Muhammad Ali. Less than a minute to go. Muhammad Ali gamely fights back. And Ali again makes the clinch. Remember, the scoring is on a rounds basis. Frazier is tired, and his eyes are closing. Half a minute to go.
Great fight we're in. Ali beat this dude most of this fight, but Frazier was hurting Ali constantly, and he was always a threat to knock him out in this fight.
And in the corner. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. We'll have an interview with the winner and maybe with the loser. There it is.
Round is over.
Great fight.
They're going to show you that knockout again. They're going to show you that knockdown again.
Yeah, they showed this knockdown over and over and over, and then some more. Trying to push the narrative, this Smoking Joe won this fight. Look at him. He can't stand. Look at this man.
By the two judges and the referee.
There's bedlam in the ring here.
Scoring on a rounds basis with a supplementary point system where the rounds come out even. Joe Frazier seems to be sick in his corner. He is worn out.
As you hear the mostly Caucasian crowd call for their man.
Johnny Yaddy is collecting the cards from the officials. And the ring is starting to cloud up. Despite the security measures taken, the people are coming in the ring. And this was not supposed to happen.
Gentlemen,
here comes the decision. Johnny Yaddy.
Referee Arthur McCanty scores it 8-6, 1 even for Frazier.
What in the...
Frazier. RBI dollar, 9-6 for Frazier.
9-6? There's no way Ali lost 9 rounds.
11 rounds for Frazier, 4 Ali.
11-4, 11 rounds for Frazier, 4 for Ali. Now you guys just watched this fight, and in 6 rounds they were saying how beat down Frazier was. In the 8th round they were saying how beat down. In the 10th round they were saying it's desperation time for this man.
Lancaster are trying to get him over here.
Hell no. Joe Frazier.
Bert, can you get him over? Joe Frazier is so spent that he wants to go out of the ring.
Soon as that fight was over, they took him out of that hypnotic spell. They gave him that word to brought him back because they don't want him spazzing out in interviews and they don't want him attacking them. But the man can't even barely stand and he wants to get out of there.
He doesn't want to be interviewed. He wants to get out to his room. Maybe we can talk to Joe later in the dressing room. Right now, he's a tired young man. He's the champion. He's won again.
Come on over here, Joe.
Congratulations, Joe.
Joe is going over to talk to Muhammad Ali.
If that's not enough to convince you that these men had it in for Ali, then there is much more to come with Ali himself. Ali was a marked man from the time he didn't take the dive before the Sonny Liston fight. Ali was against the system, and it benefited them dearly for him to take the loss to Joe Frazier. Ladies and gentlemen, the fix is in. All praises to the Most High.
Look! Look at them, they're everywhere!
Maybe they can see Alley 5th and Spring.
Now hold on. You ain't the first son of a bitch to wake up out of their dream.